Hello, I'm Samantha, and today we're going to do a beautiful Bowspring practice that's going to focus on filling radiant heart, expanding the rib cage, and creating and cultivating a peace of mind in the body, a expression of fulfilledness, of connection, of self-worth. So we'll find that in our own bodies today. So let's get started in a kneeling position, hero position on the mat. And you can do this on a block or just kneeling down. And I'm just going to kneel today. And my feet are in hero pose. So from the side, I've got some space between my ankles and the floor. And close your eyes. And begin to take your hands to the low rib area. And as you breathe into that area, expand it, and also make it feel like you're sort of picking yourself up in the low ribs. Each breath expands you multi-directionally. And in the exhale, you still maintain that fullness and lightness. Take one hand and bring it to your back heart, that place between the shoulder blades. And really feel the connection and the care of yourself. And you can imagine that being spread through the love and care of all the Bowspring practitioners who have felt the same opening and reliance and attunement with themselves and each other. Give yourself a little pat there. Take a big breath in, and then we'll open our eyes and come to high knees. So maintain the hollow of the groin, and we'll take our hands to hug arms. So grab opposite shoulder blades. And we'll do a little romantic dance with ourselves. So we exhale and root the hips back. Inhale, we'll lean and start to laterally open the ribs. Let your head tilt with you. So the head tilts with the ribs instead of fighting it. Yeah, and then just get a little creative here. Filling in the low back ribs, filling in the place between the shoulder blades. Taking care of yourself, holding yourself, comforting yourself. Maybe lowering the hands to a lower area of the ribs. Letting yourself breathe into its bigness and fullness. No longer wanting to be small, but expanding into all the space that you are. Release the arms to a horizon arm. Yeah, and find a resistance under the seed hands. Hollow out the armpits and we'll pulse. Inhale, pulse up, exhale, root back. Pumping your breath. You're safe. Pushing yourself out of that pool. Beautiful. And then with the hips fixed in place, seaweed sway. So the ribs glide side to side. Hips are still. And then add your hips to the seaweed sway dance. All right, lower back onto your block or to your heels and take your hands to ecstasy. Fingertips at the sides of the head, open the belly. Lean back into your body. Increase the crease of your groin. So this place here, you can touch it. There's a deep crease there. And if your neck is getting tired or achy, you can bring your full palms to the back of your head, headrest. And then lean back, fill in the back ribs, lean back. So not about collapsing the low back, but filling into that area. Just breathing here for a minute, maybe wiggling a little bit. So it's real easy to allow the front ribs to do all of the expansion here. But send a mindful focus to the expansion of the back ribs. Beautiful. All right. We'll release the left hand and arc the crescent to the left. Walk that hand out far, get deep in the hips. Yeah, so that hand's out far. Yeah, pump your base palm, squeeze pinky and thumb mounds together. Yeah, and then let your left ear tilt towards the left shoulder, elbow towards your nose, face forward. And then you can just pulse the hips up and down a little bit. Getting a deep side opening. And then on your next upswing, take the right leg to the right, put the paw on the ground, give it a dig drag. And then you got a little bit more movement and momentum here. So take care that this left shoulder doesn't go above the left wrist. You lose your strength here. Left elbow points towards the back. See what you can relax and what can find more opening. Good. All right. Take the right heel and hook it in front of the left knee. Yeah, if you need to, you can slide that left hand out a little bit more. So we're adding a little deep hip opener into the mix. Keep your pulse. What can soften? Deep crease in the groins. Good. And then bring that right foot back to where it started in that hero. Slide with your ribs, and then connect left palm to left heel. Camel variation. Pulse. So we're gradually getting more open here in the side ribs. And exhale, release. And we'll come back to center. Hero pose. Let's stop and feel. So feel the difference between the sides. If something is straining in your body, let that inform the other side. What can we let go of? What is tightening? What is hanging on? What does it need to be? What can we fire that is not coming into play? Yeah, do a little wiggle around and notice, yeah, my right side's a lot bigger than my left right now. Okay, let's try on the other side. Take the hands to ecstasy. Bow, open your belly. Cool. And then the right hand goes down. Keep your face forward, heart forward. Slide that right hand up. Squeeze the base palm. Good. And you can just do a little lift and lower. Tilt the right ear to the right shoulder. So the neck is like a cascade. Imagine waterfall pours out the top of your head. Yeah. So if it was too much in your shoulder last time, where can the rib open up? The side body. Standing arm is springy, elbow back. Good. Yeah, let's extend the left leg out. Put the paw on the ground, give it some muscle. Yeah, use that to help you Open up, find more fullness. Good. Cross the left heel in front of the right knee. Slide the right hand out a little bit more. Yeah, that feels good. Yeah. Allow your neck to pour, liquid neck, heavy head. Side ribs open. Good. And then place that left foot back to where it started. Slide the right hand in, bring the right hand to the right heel. Camel variation. Opening up that side body. And then exhale. Slide and lift the heart up. Center. Pause to feel. Are you starting to feel the connection, the fullness, the self-reliance? Spring load the hips back. Float the arms. And then boom, slides to spring. All fours pose. Simplify in all fours. Feel radiant heart. So that's our focus today. Find radiant heart first. Where else can you find it that you're forgetting about? The upper back heart, the sides of the heart, low back ribs. Don't worry about anything else right now. Just feel your heart. The front. Okay, now engage your roots on your hollows. Engage your wings. Tilt the pelvis. Yeah, that's where you find your power. Squeeze the base palms. From the lifting of your upper left back heart, dome your left hand. Go ahead and find a pulse here. Cool. Such lightness. Tone around the bone in the left arm, even though it's not bearing weight. Good. Weight your right side. And then lift the right leg to square leg. So you've got a dome and a square leg at the same time. Your heart keeps it light. Yeah, the dig drag of that left foot keeps the back leg engaged. Your heart keeps it light. Eyes forward. Left hand reaches back and binds left ankle. The heart keeps it light. Make a muscle with the back of your left leg and the right leg. Very good. Beautiful. Left hand, dome. Step your left foot forward a bit. And then swivel the right foot out. Come to humble cat. Rotate the ribs towards the ceiling. Exhale, sit the hips back. And then find your pulse. Right ear to right shoulder. And we'll take the left hand to the right forearm for wishbone. So once you got that bind, push into your spine, fill out your low back ribs, and you can feel it crossing. I can feel it from my right back rib all the way up to my left shoulder. That's the spiral, that's the cross fascial line we're feeling there. So it's kind of like you're pushing yourself into your back body with that wishbone bind. Beautiful. And left hand dome to spring. Mindfully return back to all fours. Fullness of the heart. And from the lifting of the right back heart, dome your right hand. Fill in the whole rib cage. Tone around the bone. And lift the right leg to square leg. Yeah. Grab a bar with the back of the leg. Radiant heart keeps it light all the way around. And then bind right hand to right ankle. And then release right hand dome. Touch down left foot a little bit forward. Kickstand. Oh, that's it. Touch down right foot. Kickstand left foot. Humble cat. Oopsie. Humble cat's good. You know what to do. Tilt the left ear. Rainbow the ribs. Then now find the bind. Right hand to left forearm. Push your back. And then open side. It's an unpeeling. It's an opening. And beautiful. Right hand dome to spring. Mindfully return back to all fours. Simplify all fours. Fill in radiant heart. Squeeze the base palms. Engage the roots and wings. Big, big, light, radiant heart. Tuck the toes under, lift up crouching cat. Yes, energetically press knees and hands away from each other. And full heart rises to the ceiling. Find a couple pulses. Weight your right side from the lifting the left back heart. Dome your left hand. So your standing elbow points outward. Both elbows do for that case. Good. Lightness from the heart. Big drag lift. Left leg, square leg. What a balance. And then step left leg forward, halfway forward on your mat. Push your hips back, get low. And then swivel right heel in. Seaweed sway yourself up to tribal lunge. Front foot is forward, back foot is at an angle forward. Slide left arm inside of left inseam. Reach right arm, open up the back, and right hand comes to ecstasy. Side coil. Option stay, or option go a little bit deeper. Slide the left shoulder to the inside of the left knee. Left hand grabs right knee. And release the left hand. Bring it a few inches, about 2 feet in front of you. And lift up half moon. Keep your hollows. Belly long. Right hand to right knee. Push the belly long. Tilt the head. Cascades towards the floor. Now bring the right hand to the ground. Level the hips. Both hands float to dome. And then propeller, float yourself up. Oh, that's so hard. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Cross ankle squat. Narrow your right knee in. Big drag, both feet, heart full. Bring your arms to the horizon, push your heart up. Take the right hand behind the head, push left hand forward and down. Use that to wedge your ribs higher. Release the right arm, V vector. Step right foot back behind you, zigzag step. Pulse in the zigzag step. Stay here and pulse, or we'll go further. Sit your hips back. Arc to the left. Keep arcing, keep rooting the hips. Touch left hand to right heel. And then we'll do a couple pulses like that. Left hand, right heel. One more time. Left hand, right heel. Good job. Big drag. Step to earth pose. Simplify. Find your breath. Sit the hips back. Step wide. Sit once more. Step wide. Stretch your belly long. Bring your hands to headrest. Heels light. Paws are digging and dragging. Digging and dragging. All right? Open up your central channel. Lean back into your body. Fill in the back ribs. Exhale, root. Inhale, lengthen. Lay back. Root. Look at more of the ceiling. Root. One more time. Full expression. And release. Mindfully push the tone forward of the arms. And then come down. Hips wide. Knees narrow. Touchdown domes. Slide it to springs. Walk it back. And lower to all fours. Pull in. Pull out. Pull in. Pull out. Pull in. Pull out. Hold. Return to normal breathing. Tuck the toes under, lift up, crouching cat. Couple pulses here. Full heart lifts. Weight the left side, dome the right hand. Full expansion, deep armpits. Yeah, and then dig, drag, lift. Right leg, square leg. Step the right foot forward, halfway on the mat. Get deep in the hips, bend the knees, and then seaweed sway yourself up. Tribal lunge. Press the belly long. Hips back. Big drag in the feet. Slide the right forearm inside the right leg. Left arm moves up into an ecstasy. And then push open the ribs. Float the side and the back ribs. Push your head back into your hand. Option to stay or option to go a little bit deeper. Grab the right hand to the left knee. And release the right hand. Scoot it a couple feet in front of you. Release the left hand. Lift up, half moon. Okay, connect right or left hand to left knee. Tilt the head. Good. Release the left hand, bring it down to the floor. Square the hips. Yeah, turn on the backs of both legs. Dome your hands. Propeller float. Whoa. Using the back of the leg. Whoa. Cross ankle squat. Left ankle over right knee. Narrow both knees. Sits bones widen. Left hand to the back of the head. Right hand forward. Push yourself up and back. Pulse. And release the hands. Left leg steps behind you. Zigzag step. Pulse. Stay here or go for the zigzag back to the future. We're gonna arc to the right, right hand to the left heel. Back up. It's like a rainbow. Whoop. Touch and up. Yoga party trick. You saw it here first. Good, dig drag the left foot. And we'll step back to earth pose. Simplify. Good. Step the feet a little bit wide. Swivel the heels in, toes down. Open the sits bones. Deep squat. Full heart float. And then V knee. We'll take the left knee forward, tap it down. Bring it back up. Right knee. And then go back and forth. See if you can keep your hips where they are. Just move your legs. And then right knee down, left knee down. Hands come down, walk back, all fours. Fill up, radiant heart. Sits bones, resist outward. Elbows point outward. Radiant heart, so full, so big. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips. Crouching cat. Twisted cat, left, toes and knees swivel to the left. Keep those toes down. Right elbow is not locked. Tilt the right shoulder, right ear to right shoulder. And then root and rise. Find your pulse. Good. Stay here or take the left hand to ecstasy. Push the head back into the hand. Help yourself fill in your back heart with the ecstasy. Right arm is engaged. Take the left foot behind the right, back cat. Dig, drag your feet, hips pull back. Arc your heart. Spring in the right arm. Good, touch back. Left hand dome to spring. Swivel. Right toes go forward. All right, we're gonna try something new. Left foot goes under the right and stretches out to the right side. Dome your right hand. Revolved cat. Right hand can come to ecstasy. Good. Right hand dome to spring. Pick up the left, put it back. Swivel back to the cat. And lower down, all fours. Keep your heart lifted. Find your breath and your posture. Tuck the toes under, pick up the hips, crouching cat. Twisted cat right, toes and knees to the right. Pulse, dome the right hand, tilt the head. Right hand comes to ecstasy, let you open your back even more with that ecstasy. Right foot comes behind the left back cat. Dig, drag the feet. Twist open the heart. Right hand comes down, dome to spring. Swivel on your left foot all the way. Right foot goes under the left and reaches out to the side. Left hand domes, left hand ecstasy. Revolved cat. Meow. Good. Touch down, left hand dome to spring. And put your feet to the ground. Set your hips on the floor by your heels. And then slide to your side. Side bow on the right side. Scoot your hips behind you so that belly can get long. Push your ribs into the floor. Push your hips and knees and feet into the floor. And then open up your throat. Place your left forearm on the floor and breathe into that back heart space. Place your left hand to headrest behind your head and then push your head back. Get more bowing open. Yeah, and then hover the top leg and then bicycle pedal it. Open more. Bow more, lean back, full in. Full expression. And then take the top leg and put it on the floor in front of the bottom. And then take the forearm and put it on the floor in front of you. And soften here for a moment. Keeping your legs exactly where they are. Float your heart and push yourself up onto both forearms. First, breathe into radiant heart, especially the low ribs. Push down into the hips, knees, and feet. And then pull with the elbows and hands to create an experience that is like separating the ribs from the hips. It's like a tug of war. Wiggle through it. Cool. Yeah. Now slide your right arm long. Slide your left arm long. Come to your belly. And bring your right forearm in front of you. The heart lifts. Press the knees into the floor. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. Breathe in fullness into the low back ribs. This is a vulnerable position. Don't rush. Bend the left leg. Keep the back of the left leg engaged. Keep both knees pressing into the floor. Most importantly, keep radiant heart full, especially the low back ribs. Focus. Stay here or go for a bind. Left hand to left ankle. Focus, fill the ribs. Push the knees. Open channel. Oh, mindfully release. Let's switch the arms. Left forearm in front of you. Push the heart, fill it in. Push the knees. Press the tops of the feet. Fill in the radiant heart, especially the low back ribs. Focus. Bend the right leg. Dig, drag, hamstring, hug the heel. Central channel open. Big heart full. Maybe bind right hand to right ankle. Beautiful. Release. Extend the left arm long out in front of you on the floor. Roll onto your left side, side bow. Situate your hips behind your ribs. Knees forward. Open the belly. Push the ribs, the hips, the knees, and the feet into the floor. Open the throat. Hover the top leg and bring the top hand to a headrest. Go even more into your full expansion of being. Bicycle pedal the top. And then bring the top leg on the floor from the bottom. Bring the right forearm on the floor. Soften. Keep your legs where they are. Push yourself up onto your forearms. And breathe into radiant heart. All right, come back into your belly. Walk your elbows forward. Press your hand palms together. Just like we do in spring hands, squeeze your base palms. Fingerprints touch. Breathe into radiant heart. Press the knees into the floor. Yeah, let the hips start to lift off the floor. Yeah, and then bend the legs. Pull the elbows toward the body, toward the knees towards the body. Stretch the belly long. Breathe into radiant heart. And slowly windshield wiper the knees with the hips moving back. Hips stay where they are. It's like a swivel in the hip joint. Keep your heart full. Good. Walk your hands wider than your mat. Keep your knees pressed to the floor, radiant heart big, full in between the shoulder blades, elbows wide, and then act like you're grabbing a bar with the backs of your legs, and then push your hips up. So let your hips lead the way. Hips go up and back. Heart stays full all the while. It's a tug of war. The hips are going back, but the heart wants to stay forward. And let's do a couple reps of that. Down, up. Maximum space between the shoulder blades the whole time. Cool. Yeah. And then walk the knees forward. Sit on your side hip. And then slide and glide to your side. Roll the head back to the ground and roll onto your back. Supine shift to your center space. Cross the right forearm over the left and resist them into each other. And rock your ribs right and left to get more rib contact with the floor. And then cross the other arm, push them into each other. And open the throat, release the arms to a V vector. Push the V over your head slightly. Keep your armpit hollows, your elbow hollows, open the throat. Heavy the hips, bow the belly, full ribs, and then take your feet off the floor. Push the knees and the feet forward. Open your central channel. Open your throat. Knees to the left slightly, arms to the left, the right. Twisted. And then go the other way. And then come back center. Place the feet on the floor, close to the buttocks. Pick up the hips a little bit and then lower them down so the tailbone is untucked. Wrap your arms around yourself, give yourself a hug, pull out your shoulder blades and sort of walk the ribs. So more of the low back ribs get on the floor. Your waistline is pulled longer. Yeah, heavy the hips. Drag your paws into the earth. Let's bring our arms to a chin-up bar, so knuckles on the earth. Pretend like you're pulling on that chin-up bar to help you lengthen the waist. And then lift the hips off the floor. So try to keep the belly button higher than the hips. And then we'll swivel toes and knees to the left, hips to the right. And then pick it up, swivel knees and toes to the right, hips to the left. And then we'll do it one more time. Toes and knees to the left this time. Take your left foot and put it on the outside of the right knee. And then keep that knee ankle connection. Pick up the hips, scoot them to the left, and then lower both knees to the right. So your left foot should come down flat on the floor. If it's available for you, take your right hand to the left ankle, pull back on that left pull-up bar, open your throat. Another option here is to grab the outside of the left foot and extend that left leg, wave leg. And then release. Bring both feet back to the floor, hands back to the chin-up bar. Hips heavy. Swivel toes and knees to the right. Bring the right heel to the outside of the left knee. And then lift the legs up, keeping that connection. Scoot the hips a couple inches to the right. And then lower both knees to the left. The right foot now comes down to the earth. Keeping that ankle-knee connection. Bind the left hand to the right ankle. Stay here or extend the right to wave leg. One more breath and release. Lift the hips off the floor, then set them down with the tailbone untucked. Release the legs one at a time. Give yourself one more good hug. Let's do opposite arm on top this time. Walk the shoulder blades out, walk the waist long, open the throat. And then bring the arms to the sides with the palms up. Meditating on the expansion of open heart that enables you to connect with other human beings, to connect with loving energy, to feel the heartbeat of the earth, to have your own back and support yourself, and also to rely on the support of others. Take a big breath in and exhale. Another cleansing breath. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. And then roll onto one side whenever you wish. Opening your eyes. Slide yourself to seated, letting radiant heart lead the way. And then we'll close our practice in a cross-legged position. Open the heart. Touch fingertips together, globe hands. Elbows wide, heart full. And feel with your central channel open, your connection to all beings and the greater good. And then bow, face palms pressed together in gratitude of friendship and practice. And then go more love and radiance. Namaste.